Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Angelani. 54. Mike, 54. Go, go, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Check 52. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Chopper, chopper. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. They're going deep. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line. Deuce. Chopper. Easy. Orbit. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. I got you.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Switch. Greystone travel. Switch.
43. Attack.
Echo.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Attack!
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
I got you.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 33 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Niners 14, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Switch. Check four. Check. Peek in.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13.
Check. Hey, Sunday.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. RWA.
Man, I got you. Kill.
Hey, Ripley.
You got tight.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, 57.
Watch the twins. Mike 5-4.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Switch general.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Slam. Bang.
15.
Check 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 54 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 21-15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tarn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, 43. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Scene 6.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes dancing to his left, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go.
15. Check Mike.
11.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alert.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Haywood.
50. Here we go. Mike's 50.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Forced out, and he's going to go down again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On third down, here's Coleman. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Yellow.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go look.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 24, check 24. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, check, check.
A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down.
Check, check.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, it's McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Check 13.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Show it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the edge.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 10-yard line.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Check 43.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here.
I got you. Hey, exit. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you have to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate. And you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 42 yards.
61. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's checking. Crash. Kill. Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
66.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Joker. Motion. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Brilliant.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pick the edge. Cut 43. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, check 24. Check.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill.
21.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the
Hey, gun.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Go. I got you. 2. Hey, go.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Coming to you.
Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Come on, QB, come on. Wow. Check.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
50. 54. Exit. 54. 57. Watch a slack. Rush in. Check three.
Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get that ball. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Last 50 seconds. Let him know.
To throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to back
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
General West.
On second down, it's Coleman. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Cuts back right, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.